Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman was a prolific researcher and writer of scientific treatises on the molecular scattering of light and other subjects of quantum mechanics. In the year 1930, the Swedish Academy of Sciences chose Raman to receive the Nobel Prize in Physics for his 1928 discovery of the Raman effect. C.V. Raman seldom limited his lectures to textbooks. Rather, his words stimulated the students and encouraged them to go in for individual research. Many students would get discouraged due to the lack of foreign made equipment. He then encouraged his students to prepare it themselves. He would state with pride, "The equipment which brought me the Nobel Prize did not cost more than 300 rupees. A table drawer can hold all my research equipment." He thus affirmed the universal truth that if the researcher is not inspired from within, no amount of money or facilities can bring success in research. Once a research student experimenting with an X ray tube of 1 kilowatt power came to know that another student in England was experimenting on the same problem with a 5 kilowatt X ray tube. The poor student was disheartened. When Raman came to know of this, he called the student and said, "Dear child, stop worrying about the equipment. What if the foreign researcher has a 5 kilowatt tube? You can still do a better work with a very simple solution." The student was keen to know the solution to his problem and he asked his professor to explain it to him. Raman then said, "My dear, for your 1 kilowatt X ray tube, why don't you implement 10 kilowatt of your brain to the problem? The foreign equipment can never defeat the power of your brain and your dedication." The student was highly encouraged by Raman's way of thinking and said, "Sir, I totally understand your philosophy. Now, instead of 10 kilowatt, I will use 20 kilowatt of my brain and perform the experiment with utmost dedication." So, in this way, Sir C.V. Raman generated self confidence